Nonprofit money is flexible. That's what my new boss smirked as he clicked his pen and signed the transfer order. $500,000. Not his, not ours. Meant for programs, housing, food. Gone with a stroke of his hand. He slid the paper back toward me, daring me to object. "Don't look so tense," he said. "This is how the game is played." I nodded. Mask steady, heart cold. Because in that moment, I knew exactly what game I would play. When I first took the job, I believed in him. Everyone did. He was the golden hire, the visionary leader parachuted in to save the organization. Charisma, speeches, handshakes that lingered just long enough to feel important. Donors adored him. Staff obeyed him. And me? I was grateful. He noticed me, promoted me quickly, said I had potential. But attention can be a leash, and soon I saw what hid behind the charm. Trips logged as outreach that were nothing more than vacations. Contractors who were also his cousins. Checks written to shell companies that dissolved after cashing. At first, I told myself it was stress, that maybe he was cutting corners, not committing crimes. But lies rot fast. And his grin when he moved that $500K was the smell of decay. I didn't confront him. Confrontation feeds arrogance. Instead, I listened, I watched, I memorized. Late nights, I locked my office door and copied files. Transfer memos, false invoices, even his emails where he bragged to friends. He wasn't just stealing, he was proud of it. He thought I was naive. He mistook silence for loyalty. But silence can be a blade if you sharpen it. The trap had to be perfect. No leaks, no suspicion. He trusted me with the ledger, so I used that trust against him. I created 2 binders, one with his doctored numbers, the one he paraded to donors and board members, the other, the real ledger, untouched with every theft highlighted, every transfer traced back to him. And then the call came. A federal auditor scheduled a surprise review. He swaggered into my office that morning, adjusting his tie like a man untouchable. "You'll have the binder ready, right?" he asked. "Yes," I said, my voice calm. Too calm. The meeting room was silent except for the hum of fluorescent lights. The auditor sat stiff, professional, eyes sharp as glass. My boss leaned back in his chair, confident. I placed the official binder in front of him first. His fingers flipped open to the first page, and I watched it happen. The grin died. His eyes froze. His throat bobbed as he swallowed. Because staring back at him wasn't the polished fiction he'd built, it was the truth. The transfers, the shell companies, the signatures, all in his handwriting, every crime laid bare. He looked at me then. For the first time, his mask cracked. Fear flickered through the cracks. I tilted my head slightly, just enough for him to understand I did this. He stammered, trying to explain, This isn't the right," but the auditor cut him off. "It's the one you signed for, correct?" Cornered, trapped. His own pen, his own arrogance, now evidence against him. They escorted him out 2 hours later. No grand speech, no dramatic denial, just silence and the shuffle of polished shoes down a sterile hallway. The staff was stunned, donors horrified. His empire collapsed in a single afternoon, not because I shouted, not because I fought, because I timed the silence perfectly. Later, someone asked me why I didn't warn him, why I didn't try to save him. I said nothing. Because how do you explain betrayal like his? He didn't just steal money, he stole hope. He stole food from children, beds from the homeless, medicine from those who needed it most. And he thought no one would notice. He thought I would protect him. But here's what he never understood. Loyalty isn't blind. It sees, it records, it waits. And when the moment is right, it cuts. I still keep that first page of the ledger framed in my office, not as a trophy, as a reminder. The day his grin melted was the day I learned the sharpest revenge isn't fury, it's precision, and mine was flawless.